What's up, you data-hungry Amazon sellers? This is your host, Tommy Berenger of the Sell, Rank, Win podcast from Merchant Words. And in this podcast, we give you the answers to your most burning questions, actionable insights that you can take away and implement into your business today. So let's go ahead and dive right into today's episode. What do you say? Let's go. In this podcast, I walk you through a method on how to get the product research juices flowing. And this applies to all size brands, large brands, medium-sized brands, and small brands. I also shot this on video. So if you want to see what I'm talking about here, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Sell, Rank, Win podcast. I'm your host, Tommy Berenger. And in this episode, we're going to go over how to find some products within Merchant Words. And this is the way that I actually find products for my Amazon store. And it's an awesome way to do it. I love it. I use it every single time. And there's three ways to do this. If you are a bigger brand, like using that big box brand model, selling on Amazon where you're just selling everything under the sun, you don't care about the competition, you have a humongous budget, but you just want to release all the most popular products. And then the second one is if you niche down a little bit into a category and now you're just selling everything to a specific category. And then for this example, I use an arts and crafts store. So like for Michael's or Hobby Lobby or something like that. And then the third use case is if you are a smaller seller, or if you're just starting out, you want to find that first product, or if you want to find those products that, people never even heard about, but there is a hidden market for it. And there's some traffic to this market, but you just don't want too much traffic because you don't want to have to fight off too many people, too many competitors, and spend a lot of money on PPC or have to drive outside traffic. So let's dive into the first one here. But first, what you want to do is type in the asterisks into the search bar to bring up our everything search, as I call it, or asterisk search. And if you are listening to this right now on your podcast, you can also see what I'm doing visually if you go to our YouTube channel, our Merchant Words YouTube channel, and go under podcast, and you can see what I'm doing. So what you want to do is type in the asterisks into the search bar, and what that's going to do is bring up every single keyword ranked from the highest searched keyword all the way down to the very lowest search keyword. And this in this batch, we have over 108 million keywords just in the US alone. That's where I'm looking at right now, is in the US. And the highest search keyword is Nintendo Switch at about 9 million searches a month, followed by face mask, then toilet paper, then LED lights, Apple Watch, hand sanitizer, and so on. So if I was selling through that kind of big box brand store mentality on Amazon, where I'm just selling everything under the sun, I don't care how much it costs. I have a lot of money. I have a big budget. And I'm just going to order 1,000 of these things just because I see an upward trend on them, get them into Amazon. This is how you do it right here. This is how you find the products right here. So if you just, continue to scroll down, and then maybe there's something new you see that you don't know about, you just click into our keyword history analysis panel, which is the bar graph icon to the left of the keyword. And then you can just check the trend on it. So if it is trending up, it's a good chance. This is you're doing research here, and this is a calculated risk, of course, because you're doing your analysis on it. So, for example, if I click on the bar graph icon for face mask for virus protection for that keyword, I am seeing an upward trend here, and most likely because we are in the times of COVID-19 right now, the coronavirus. Hope everyone is doing well. So that's why most likely there's an upward trend for this. And you can dig deeper in there as well by clicking on the related keywords and also hovering over the magnifying glass and looking into our page one products. So you can see all of the competition there on Amazon, and then the reviews and pricing and all of that good stuff. So this is what you want to do if you have a lot of money, a big budget, and you are doing that big box brand model, selling, using that model to sell on Amazon. Now, the next one is if you niche down a bit into a category. So say if you're just selling to the baby products, or if you're just selling home and kitchen products. And in this example, I'm using arts and crafts, the category arts and crafts. So all you have to do is click on our filter if you are in fact selling in arts and crafts. So say I am, using that, maybe Hobby Lobby or Michael's or something like that model within Amazon, and I'm selling just a specific arts and crafts brand, I would want to filter down this by category and select arts and crafts. And then I can see all of the newer things that are trending within this category alone. So I can go ahead and cut it down by search volume if I want, and also refine it by depth if I'd want. Right now, this is from the highest searched keyword all the way down to the lowest search keyword in the category of arts and crafts. So the highest right now that I'm looking at is diamond painting at 3.6 million searches a month. And you could go down the line here. And for example, say you see something trending up, like I'm looking at this 1/4 inch elastic for sewing at around 700,000 searches a month. I'm going to click into the keyword history analysis panel, which is that bar graph icon, and it is in fact trending up. So maybe if I had a bunch of different SKUs in my arts and crafts line on Amazon, maybe this is something I want to add because it has a huge upward trend. And it looks like a lot of people are looking for this on Amazon. So if I did have a bigger budget for my store that I'm selling to the arts and crafts category, I would order maybe like 500 of these things, see how they do, maybe 200. And then, of course, if they do well, continue to order more, double down on that. And so, yeah, that's how I would do it for a specific brand selling to a specific category. And now if I was just a smaller seller or just one of those sellers just trying to find those super niche products, which this is what I do. I sell products on Amazon that people really don't think about, something that I do not have to drive outside traffic to or compete too much on PPC where my bids are low and I'm not spending an enormous amount of money on PPC. That's my strategy. That's what I do. So what you can do here is I refined by search volume from 1,000 all the way up to 30,000, and I selected 1,000 because anything under 1,000, it's not enough demand for me. But up to 30,000, I'm gonna see some good demand there without having to get into those markets where there's millions and millions of searches for the keywords connected to that market. Because, like I said, I don't want to compete with those other players that have products that have that much traffic being driven to them. I want to keep it small and keep the competition away. So that's why I selected 1,000 to 30,000. And you guys could play with these numbers. Don't always just choose what I choose. You can select 500 to 20,000 and continue to refine. And you can also refine down by depth if you like, but this is how I start, is by search volume. And now what I do is I just simply scroll down, and I did this earlier, so I found a keyword that looked interesting. And then what I do is I just simply scroll down, and if I see a keyword that is weird or just looks interesting, maybe it's a product that I've never heard about, something that looks weird or interesting, I always use those words. And I found it here. I checked it off. Here we go. Okay, so melt blown cloth. I have no idea what that is. So is very interesting to me. So what I do is immediately I go into the keyword here. Let me uncheck it for now. So I'll go into the keyword history analysis panel and check on the trend. So it's indeed trending up here. And then I can look at the related keywords. So why I go immediately to the related keywords from after that step of checking the trend is because I want to see how many roads are leading back to this product. How many roads are leading back to this? How many keywords in this keyword market? And this is very important because if there is a specific product that you can only describe one or two ways, then it will most likely fail, or it's going to have a ton of competition. You're just going to be bidding for those two top keywords. A good example is the anglized ruler. I don't know if you guys remember this product, but a ton of people launched this product and then miserably failed. And one of those people being me, I did launch the anglized ruler. but there's only one or two ways you can describe that product. So, but it's okay. I failed with that product. I learned from it and I continued on, right? So you learn from your mistakes. You never lose. You always win, or you learn, guys, right? So right here in the related keywords, you can see that there are a good amount of keywords connected to the market. Make sure they are relevant. So melt blown non-woven fabric, melt blown filter fabric for mask. So polypropylene mask. So maybe that's like a synonym of this melt blown. So that's another way someone's looking for this, right? And then what you can also do is let's go ahead and just type in, for example, melt blown into the search. Melt blown. And you're getting more broad now. You're getting more broad with the search. So you can see all of the keywords that are connected to the keyword, to the seed keyword melt blown. And there is a good amount here, guys. So that's something I really want to see. And now next thing I want to see is, do these keywords, all of these keywords that are in the keyword market, do they add up to a sum of at least 50,000 searches a month? So right away off the top, the first two do that for me. And then there's, a bunch of different keywords here that are going to give me ancillary sales. And then what you can do is even do a further search on this and click on our C related terms, which opens up our keyword multiplier. And you're going to see even more keywords that are going to be connected to this keyword market. So this right off the top meets my criteria of having at least, I'd say, around 8, 9, 10 keywords leading that I can use for PPC or for my SEO on my listing that are going to help lead the buyer to my product. And then also it adds up to around 50,000 searches or more. So that makes it for me for that one. And then what you can also do now to further your research is to search the highest search keyword within this keyword market, which seems to be melt blown filter, in our page one products tool. So if you hover over the magnifying glass, click on search page one search results, it's going to bring up all of the keywords that are showing up, or excuse me, all of the products that are showing up on page one for this keyword melt blown filter. And you can see what it is here. You can check the prices. It's a pretty good price point here. The average price is about $18. And then the reviews are pretty low. I mean, I'm doing this on the fly here. This actually is meeting a lot of criteria here. Maybe you guys want to check out this product and launch it. Who knows? But everything is checking my boxes here right off the top for a product that I can launch. And what I would do is if say I finally reached out to my sourcing agent and to my manufacturers, and I said, hey, I need to get some pricing on, about 200 units of this melt blown non-woven cloth. And then if I get a price, say, okay, for 200, it's going to be $2 a unit. Well, that will definitely do it for me because I can sell it for around $18 a unit, but do some more due diligence. I'm just doing this off the top right now. And there's a little bit more, research that you have to do. Like, see, there's 40 packs here, 20 pieces. Maybe there's different sizes. So make sure everything is going to be relevant to what you're going to order. But I always do a test order. So if I see something that I like, I'll always do a test order of about 100 units, 200 units. And if they sell out, then I double down on that. Then order 400, 500, 600, then double down on that and continue to scale within that product. And if they don't sell, then you have to get rid of them, have Amazon burn them, whatever they do with them, or you just have to liquidate them somehow. So those are all the use cases for our asterisk search here. And guys, this is such a wonderful way to get started in the product research stage. I have found, like I said, most of my products here using this specific strategy. Well, this one, not the big box one, but the one where you niche down a bit here, and find those products by refining down that big haystack of keywords that we give you from the highest search all the way down to the lowest search. And this is a great, awesome way to find some products. So again, guys, thank you for joining the Sell Rank Win podcast. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at hello@merchantwords.com or comment below in the below this video. All right, guys, till next time, stay awesome and be awesome. Thanks. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. And if you got any value out of this podcast at all, please let us know at the place that you listen to it at, whether it be iTunes, Stitcher, whatever it is. Give us some love, give us an awesome review, and let us know maybe some things you want us to talk about on the next podcast. Until next time, guys, stay awesome and be awesome.